Hey guys, welcome back. Treeverse have now opened up for all players and you no longer need to be a holder to access the game. So if you just downloaded it, are jumping in for the first time and wondering what to do, I've got you covered in this beginner's guide. Let's get straight into it. So a little of an overview about Treeverse. It's an open world MMORPG. The game employs a classless system, so you don't need to select a particular class. All skills and weapons are open to you, and you can interchange between them freely in-game, depending on your preferred playstyle and what your specific needs are in a situation. And yes, you can even change your weapons in the middle of a fight. So this opens up different strategies and tactics on how to tackle tougher fights, especially if you're playing with a group of friends. And as with any other MMORPGs, there are resources to be harvested, crafting to be done, and dungeons to explore. First, let's talk about crafting. Crafting is one of the key features in the game. In order to craft, you need different types of resources and the blueprint for that specific item. Getting resources is pretty straightforward, just head out of town. Resource nodes can be found all over the open world map, and there are different types of resources that you can find, such as logs, iron ores, pebbles, and they are easily identifiable, so do keep a lookout for the specific ones that you need. For the blueprints, some of them are automatically unlocked when you level up. For most of them though, you will need to get them as random drops from the dungeons. You can check the progression tree in your menu to see which blueprints will be automatically unlocked by leveling up and which blueprints can be gotten from which dungeons. Take note that some equipment needs raw materials to be refined in order to use them for crafting. You can refine raw materials at the blacksmith, the same place where you do your crafting. Next, let's talk about skills. Skills are specific to weapons, and similar to equipment blueprints, skill blueprints can be found in the dungeons. Every time you clear a dungeon, there's a random chance that a skill blueprint will drop. When that happens, you automatically learn that particular skill. Now to equip your skill to a weapon, you gotta head over to the engraver, who is located right beside the blacksmith. Over here, you need to use resources to infuse the skill to a specific weapon. Take note that the skill is tied to that particular weapon that you have infused it to, so if you upgrade to a better bow for example, you will need to infuse the skill again to the new bow. There are 3 skill slots per weapon, so feel free to mix and match whichever fits your playstyle. Now let's get into dungeons. Dungeons can be found all over the open world map and will be the primary way for you to get blueprints for both equipment and skills. Boss drops that are needed for crafting higher level equipment can also be found in the dungeons. Again, you can check the progression tree to see which dungeon has the boss drop that you need. Each dungeon has several different zones of floors, and you need to progress through them in order to reach the boss. Along the way, keep a lookout for treasure chests which you can open for loot and health potions. The boss of the dungeon is a tough enemy to take down, but remember, you can change your weapon to access different skills during the fight. Once you've beaten a boss, you receive your rewards and you can exit the dungeon. And that's all the basics you need to know to get started in Treeverse. Do let me know in the comments if you found it helpful or what other things that I missed out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.